Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to explain my contact us page, which is the part of student portal web project. Okay, this page is a built using HTML for structure and CSS for the design and responsiveness. Okay, I will explain everything line by line. First the UI, then HTML code, and finally the CSS styling. Okay, so let's jump to the UI explanation. Here is my whole UI for the context us page. Okay, first is the heading to the page. It's a heading, contact us, then navigation bar to the navigate your whole page. Like I want to go home page, then I click to move to the home page. I click to contact to go back to contact. So here is navigate to every pages line by line. Okay. Second one is here is a feedback form here. Do you want to feedback to in this side? So you can write here your feedback and send the feedback. And contact, here is some contact details like like email, phone number, and address. You can contact easily. Okay, now jump to the here is a for and now final last is a footer. Here is footer section. They are showing uh, copyright information here like uh, made in side made date and who is owner and page name. Okay, like that. Okay, so now jump to the code area. Okay, so it's the code of this page. First is a is it's a HTML code and it's a CSS code. Okay, so okay, so it's a HTML and it's a CSS. Okay, so first I explain HTML code line by line. Okay, so first is doc type HTML. This line tells the browser that this project is written by HTML5. It's a help to browser understanding modern HTML rules. Okay, now second one is HTML lang en. This is the means proper in these pages language. English means language of these pages is English to help search engine and screen readers. Okay, second one is header. Okay, the header section contains information, important information about the page, but is not visible to your eh, to this your browser. Okay, and user. Okay, like what is important information like a metadata, style sheets. Okay, like that, and title page name title. Okay, first is a meta character set UTF-8. These lines allow to page display all character correctly like a character, symbols, and special character. Okay. Second one is meta viewport. Content width is equal to device minus width. Initial scale is equal to 1.0. Okay. So this line makes the website responsive to adjust the layout according to mobile, tablet, and desktop screen size. Okay. Now second one is title. Okay. Title contact us slash support so student portal title. Okay. This lines the page title to appear on the top browser tab and help for with SEV, search engine optimization. Okay. Now second link RL style sheet href slash contacts says CSS contacts.css. Okay. This lines contain the CSS file to the HTML page without this no styling will work. Okay, now here is header close. Okay, header close here, and now jump to the body section. Everything inside the body tag it's visible on the screen and user. Okay, 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 done. Header section. Okay, in body inside first is the header section. It's a header section. The header contains the page heading and navigation bars. Okay, what heading? Heading means the main heading, like just like it's the heading of contact us page, and here is a navigation bar to navigate pages. And I used unordered list to make a navigation bar, and unordered list I used order list item li tag, and list item inside I used anchor tag to link page to connect each other. Okay, so Now jump to the navigation. Okay, here is a, and why I am using here in navigation contact class active. Okay, it's mean that user the classes highlight the current page to menu so that user know where they are. Okay, now jump to the main section of the page, main content area. First is a main class content, main class contact and containers. Okay, this is the main section of the page and class is used to layout styling using CSS. Okay, now contact information. Okay, now first we explain each and everything like uh, here is a sub contact like your name, your email, your message. Okay, here's lots of thing, lots of thing you can write here in in your page here. Okay, so I used here form tag inside the label to link the name and input each other. Here also I'm using label and input, text area and button to submit your data. Okay, and jump to the contact information. Okay, it is a contact information. Okay, so this for contact inside new class contact info. This form allow to user to send my okay. Allow to user you can send message. Okay, okay. Sorry, confirmation here. This line allows to user to send message here. Okay, and label. Okay, label tag user label. Okay, so label tells label from name uh, table label class username and close the label tag here. Label tag tells tell the browser what input is required here. Okay, second one is input type text id name and required this input. Okay, this input field accepted the username and required attribute provide prevent empty submission. Okay, second one is label. Okay, and use input type email required. This is field accepted only valid email address to the browser automatically click the format. Second one is text area. Where is text area? Okay, it's the text area. Okay, id message. Okay, and placeholder write it. Okay, so this text area used to write a long message here, and you placeholder it means that placeholder they showing your just like hey so here. So I want to write extra line here, so you can add here using placeholder. Okay, so now last one is button. Okay, it's a button. Button type submit send message button. This button submit the form data and send the server. Okay, now next one is contact information 6. Div first is div contact information. This section show the company or part partner contact details. Okay, certain contact details. Strong tag I used. Then I used strong tag here. This tag makes the text bold, highlight important information. Okay, and here is some contact detail using p tag, email, phone number, address. Okay, now jump to the footer section area. Okay, footer appears at the bottom of the page and contain the copyright information here like name, making date, and page name like that. Okay, and your body section close and HTML also here code. That's all about full explanation of HTML to context this page. Okay, so now let's move on to the CSS explanation. Okay, so first it is a CSS file and I will explain each and every line step by step. First is the body section. Okay, it is the body section. Body section inside font family, poppy and sans serif. Background color using um, hexa values, hexa properties, and margin 0. Okay, so first is this is code styling. Insert web page font family state to clean and modern font for all text. using pop-up pen and sensoring. Okay, now second line is background color, gives a light blue background color to the page. Second one is margin 0, remove the default browser spacing from the side. So that's why I am using font families, background color and margin. Okay, now this makes the page look clean and professional. Okay, now move on to the header section. Okay, header section. Okay. First is the background color using hexa value 007 BFF. Color white, text line center, padding 20 pixel. Okay, so background gives a blue background color to the header. Okay, and second one is text white, makes the text readable white color. Okay, and text line center, place the text the center. That's why using the text line center. Padding 20 pixel. Padding adds space inside the header. Okay, this makes the header bold and active. Okay, now UI, it's been the now bar on order list. Inside, I used to display fake like justify content center, background, hatch 222, list styling none, flex wrap, padding 10 pixel. Okay, display flex puts the menu item in raw. Okay, justify content center, the center the menus all items. Okay, using justify content center. Okay, background color, background. Background is gives a dark background to the nav bar. Then list item none, remove the bullets to all list items. Flex wrap move the item text line on the small screen like it's your like your screen is small, that time they are content one by one. Okay, and say last is padding, add spacing to contents. This create a responsive navigation bar. Okay, now links. Now it's mean that now anchor tag. Okay, input tag color white, text decoration done, padding 10 pixel and 15 pixel. Okay, so colors makes links white, text decoration remove the underlines, and padding in inserts the clickable area. Insert the clickable area. Okay, the improve user experience. Okay, now a dot hover and active status. Okay, so hover works is mouse is over the link that. Okay, active highlight and current page. That's why background color change that time blue. Okay, background radius gives a round corner to the button. This shows which page is active. Okay, it's using this content. Okay, now content container. Okay, so display here is using I used display flex wrap, just your content center, gaps 20, 40 pixel and padding 40 pixel. So you use flag box layout, gap adds some between from and form and info, padding adds spacing around the content. This is align content neatly. Okay, so now here is and contact form background color white, padding 30 pixel, radius border radius 10 pixel, box shadow 10 pixel, RGB views RGB color value, and width to 250 pixel. Okay, so white background create a design, border radius makes smooth corner, box shadow adds depth, flex width keep the balanced, and this is gives a modern card style UI. Okay, now form label. Form label. I use display bold and margin top 15 pixel font white bold. Okay, so display block put the label of new line. Margin top add spacing. Font weight make text bold. Improve the readability. Okay, that's why. And next is a contact form input. Okay, so contact form input. Uh, Inside I using contact form area. Okay, width 100%, padding 13 pixel, margin top 5 pixel, border 1 pixel solid using hexa value CCC, border radius 5 pixel, width 100 pixel, fill the form width, fulfill the form width. Okay, padding give the near spacing, border radius softened edges and makes form easily used. Okay, submit button. Move on to the some button here. Okay, so contact form button, width 100%, padding 10 12 pixel, background color using hexa value 007, BFF, border none, color white, border radius 25 pixel, margin top 20 pixel, cursors pointer. Okay, so full width bottom, background blue background matches then, and cursor pointer show the clickable action, rounded button look modern. Okay, so there is a button. Now move on to the contract button over. And contract button over, I use background color using hexa value 0056B3. Change the color over, gives the interactive feel. Now next one is contact info, where I used max width 3300 pixel, limited width and keep text readable and keep layout balances. Now footer section. I used a footer section inside background color using hexa value has 333, using black background and text white and text line center, all text in center, and adding some spaces using padding. Now last one is responsive design. I use here media query width maximum width 768 pixel, contact flexible flex direction column and align term center. In that term your screen is small, that term your content is aligned in column. That's all about my contact CSS all explanation. Thank you guys for watching this video.